full sistership that continues to grow and grow even through this press tour. Something's bothering her. She's gonna fix something. I know. She's getting
Describe each other's aura. What color would it be?
That's a nice question. An aura.
yellow.
For me?
Sunshine. Yeah.
Ah, thank you.
And like also, I think there's also purple.
Why are people suddenly acting like Ariana Grande needs to be saved from Cynthia Erivo? The internet's going wild right now. Comment sections are turning into chaos. One little clip blows up, someone adds dramatic music, and boom, Cynthia is controlling, starts trending like it's confirmed truth. What's crazy is that this whole drama didn't even start with Ariana herself. It started with her brother, Frankie Grande. He was hyping them up like they were Broadway legends reborn after their defying gravity performance at the Oscars. Frankie was literally emotional on Instagram, calling it the gay Super Bowl. He's always cheering them on, showing nothing but love and pride for their bond. That says a lot, right? So clearly the people who actually know Ariana aren't stressing about this at all. Yet somehow, online detectives have turned a few clips into a full-blown mystery. Some are even calling Cynthia the wicked witch of emotional control. All because of a single TikTok edit. That's wild. Here's the quick breakdown. Ariana and Cynthia have been super close lately. Every interview, every red carpet, every behind-the-scenes clip, they're side by side. When one moves, the other's right there. They share emotional quotes, poems, even talk about aura colors and energy connections. Fans keep turning those sweet friendship moments into full-on romantic movie trailers. And that's where the rumors really started flying. And yes, Cynthia always steps in first whenever Ariana even looks slightly uncomfortable. You can literally see her lean forward, ready to handle the moment before anyone else catches on. It's like she's always on alert for Ariana, almost protective. Ariana, on the other hand, tends to go quieter when Cynthia's around. She lets Cynthia take the lead most of the time, and honestly, it kind of feels like she feels safer that way. People are calling that unusual, but come on. Does every close friendship have to be a crisis now?
Convince these two have trauma bonded, and it's not just all of the interviews where they just break out crying and they're constantly trying to comfort each other, as well as their matching tattoos. You just have to think about being in the movie industry, and I think this movie took over a year to record because of they did part 1 and part 2, and so you have to think about all of the long hours, all of this.
The internet somehow turned a supportive connection into a full-on psychological thriller overnight. It's wild. Here's the real question. Why does the internet jump into full diagnostic mode whenever two women are really close? Why can't people just accept that some friendships run deep, emotional, and supportive without turning them into a list of red flags? Fans have been romanticizing every single moment between them, and then immediately twisting it into the darkest theories. It's like people love seeing two powerful women in Hollywood lift each other up until they can't control the narrative anymore. That's when things start getting messy online. And let's not forget something major here. Ariana and Cynthia are celebrating one of the biggest milestones of their entire careers. Wicked isn't just another movie, it's history. These films have smashed records as some of the most successful Broadway-to-film adaptations ever. Both parts 1 and 2 pulled in hundreds of millions worldwide, with critics praising their performances like crazy. Sure, some debated if part 2 matched the first, but still, they delivered something unforgettable. That kind of success brings major pressure, but also a ton of joy. So if Ariana and Cynthia seem super attached right now, maybe it's just because they're proud of themselves. Maybe they're simply soaking in the fact that their dream actually came true, and that's something worth celebrating. Now, about Cynthia, people keep acting like she just appeared out of nowhere, but that's far from true. She's got a Tony, a Grammy, and an Emmy under her belt, all from her powerhouse performance in The Color Purple. She even co-produced the Tony-nominated play Fat Ham, and went on to host the 2025 Tony Awards. Cynthia's been respected in Broadway circles for years. Her talent and presence have always been undeniable. And here's the funny thing, nobody was calling her controlling back then. Nobody was tearing her down for being emotionally expressive or confident. It somehow only became a problem after she got close to Ariana Grande, and that says a lot, let's be real. A lot of the outrage online doesn't actually seem to be about protecting Ariana. It feels more like people are projecting their own unresolved feelings onto a friendship they don't fully understand. Because if you've ever had someone step in for you when you were overwhelmed, you know that kind of support can be powerful, not suspicious. Sometimes people mistake genuine care for control simply because they've never seen healthy protection up close. And that's the deeper issue here. When a woman, especially a Black woman, shows leadership or assertiveness, the internet's tone shifts fast. It's uncomfortable to admit, but that double standard is right there in plain sight, and it's something people need to start recognizing. Words like possessive and intimidating start flying around online, but here's the double standard. When those same traits show up in someone else, they're suddenly called loyal or ride or die. That contrast didn't just appear out of nowhere. It's been quietly shaping people's reactions this whole time. Before anyone turns a split-second clip into proof of control, there's something really important to remember. Ariana has openly shared her struggles with anxiety in high-pressure settings for years. Think about it, flashing cameras, microphones in her face, and crowds analyzing her every move. That can be overwhelming in seconds. So when Cynthia steps in fast, it doesn't automatically mean she's being overbearing. It might be pure instinct. She knows when Ariana's uncomfortable without Ariana even needing to say a word. That's not a red flag. That's genuine care. That's what a real friend does. Now, let's talk about what fans are obsessing over the most, the dependence theory. Some people online swear Ariana can't go anywhere without Cynthia pointing to them, walking side by side like it's proof of something dark. But let's slow that down for a second. If you were in the biggest press cycle of your entire career, the world watching your every step, wouldn't you want the person you feel safest with right there beside you? That's not strange. That's human. Everyone needs someone who helps them breathe easier when the pressure hits hard. And here's the part a lot of people missed. This whole narrative even started because both Ariana and Cynthia skipped parts of the press run. But it wasn't about drama. Cynthia had literally lost her voice. Ariana skipped too, not because of tension, but out of solidarity. She didn't want to sit through interviews while her co-star was home trying to recover. That's not control, that's loyalty, and that's rare in Hollywood. And speaking of cancellations, rumors are flying that Ariana might be considering canceling her 2026 Eternal Sunshine Tour altogether. According to Online Buzz, she's completely exhausted, dealing with nonstop criticism, and now she's even tested positive for COVID. Health always comes first, of course, but you know how the internet works? It never just stops at facts, it always digs for a hidden storyline. That brings us straight to the comments sections. And wow, they're chaotic. Some people are saying things like, oh, how convenient, Cynthia just wants attention off her weird behavior with Ariana, and how much power does that woman have over Ariana? It's wild how fast those conspiracy-style comments spread. Suddenly, Cynthia's being painted as some mastermind pulling all the strings, all because she's close to her friend. But then, if you scroll down a little more, you'll see a whole different vibe. People defending them. Some are saying, she's just not trying to do interviews without her bestie. I respect it. And honestly, that sounds a lot more realistic. Ariana might just feel more grounded with Cynthia beside her. It's not control, it's comfort. So, what we've got here are two completely opposite takes. One side sees manipulation, the other sees support. And let's be real, the truth probably sits much closer to the second one, because not everything has to be a scandal or a secret plot. Sometimes two women just build a bond so strong that they help each other stay calm through chaos. But of course, the internet can't leave anything alone. Now people are claiming their closeness must come from some kind of pain, as if two women can't lean on each other unless something's broken. It's like the idea of pure friendship just doesn't trend enough online anymore. And now the theories are getting even wilder. Some people online are saying Ariana's pulling away from the spotlight completely because she can't make a move without Cynthia's approval. Like, really? That's the kind of stuff that spreads when fans spend more time decoding TikToks than listening to what the actual people involved are saying. The truth is, both Ariana and Cynthia have been juggling intense schedules, huge press demands, and non-stop attention since Wicked dropped. It's no surprise they're both taking time to breathe. Fame doesn't come with a manual, and when every step you take becomes a headline, even the smallest pause turns into proof of something dark. And yet, the internet keeps pushing this narrative like it's a soap opera. One minute, they're painting Ariana as fragile. The next, Cynthia's the puppet master. But when you actually watch their interviews, it's just two women hyping each other up. Cynthia always compliments Ariana's work ethic, and Ariana constantly calls Cynthia one of the most inspiring people she's ever met. That doesn't sound toxic. It sounds like mutual respect. Still, people online can't resist twisting it. Every shared glance becomes a power move. Every laugh turns into proof of manipulation. It's like folks forget that friendship can be intense and healthy at the same time. Maybe Ariana isn't being controlled. Maybe she's just tired of performing for people who don't believe her happiness could be real. And while fans fight in the comments, both of them are keeping it classy, posting about gratitude, music, and healing instead of drama. Ariana's been focusing on her health, sharing peaceful photos and messages about slowing down, while Cynthia's been posting about strength and self-love. Neither one's feeding into the chaos, which probably frustrates the conspiracy crowd even more. But that's what happens when celebrities don't play the internet's game. Silence suddenly becomes suspicious, and peace looks like proof. Some fans are analyzing the tone of Ariana's captions like it's a secret code. She sounds distant. She sounds guarded. No, maybe she's just tired of every emotion being turned into a headline. It's wild because when male stars support each other like this, they get praised for their loyalty. But when two women show that same closeness, it's too much. That double standard says everything about how people treat female friendships in Hollywood. And here's something the internet tends to forget. Behind the glitter, these are real people. They get sick, they get anxious, they need breaks. Cynthia showing up for Ariana isn't controlling, it's protective, the kind of support everyone wishes they had when things get overwhelming. So while the internet keeps guessing, Ariana and Cynthia are probably doing what real friends do, checking in on each other, laughing off the noise, and staying focused on what matters. Because maybe, just maybe, the real story isn't a scandal. It's a friendship that refuses to fall apart under pressure. And now people are dissecting every single photo they take together like it's evidence in a courtroom. One smile means fake, one side glance means control, and one missing handhold means trouble in paradise. It's honestly exhausting. Sometimes a picture is just a picture, not a secret message to the internet. Meanwhile, the two of them are just out here living their lives. Ariana's focusing on her health and her music, and Cynthia's working on new projects while cheering her friend on from the sidelines. They're not hiding, they're healing, and the world just doesn't know how to handle calm energy from famous people. The funniest part, the same people who yell that Ariana's being controlled are also the ones saying she needs Cynthia's energy. So which one is it? Maybe the truth isn't dramatic enough for clicks. Maybe it's just two women showing up for each other when life gets loud. And that's something worth protecting, not tearing apart. It's gotten to the point where any sign of real care gets treated like a full-on psychological case study. Every act of kindness between Ariana and Cynthia is suddenly being analyzed like there's a secret agenda hiding underneath. And that's wild. Because truthfully, none of us actually know what Ariana's going through behind the scenes. We don't know the pressure she's under, the fears she's managing, or what keeps her steady when the cameras turn off. So before everyone online starts diagnosing a dangerous dependency, maybe it's time to just take a breath. Not every strong bond comes from pain. Sometimes it comes from trust. Sometimes it's built on feeling seen, supported, and understood in a world that expects you to keep it together 24/7. And if that kind of closeness makes people uncomfortable, that discomfort isn't Ariana's or Cynthia's problem, it's the audience's. It's the people who keep trying to twist something genuine into something dark. Maybe it's time we stop searching for drama and start recognizing what real support actually looks like. If you're into breakdowns like this, where we cut through the noise and talk about what's really going on, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. This story's still unfolding, and trust me, you'll want to see where it goes next.